You're watching another Raw Instinct commentary.
Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's Max here, or Raw Instinct, bringing you my predictions for the best Modern Warfare 3 classes video. I did this back before Black Ops came out, and it got a really great feedback. A lot of people enjoyed it, and what is kind of ironic is one of the classes that I picked was the FAMAS Ghost class, so I think my predictions are pretty good. You know, I'm no stranger to the Call of Duty series. And lately, a lot of people have been saying that I haven't been doing a lot of Call of Duty tip videos and things like that, but from here on out, guys, I'm going to be really going hard on my channel. I'm going to be putting a lot of work into it. I'm going to be straining away from the in-real-life videos and sticking more to the kind of informational videos that maybe like Team Art brings you and things like that. But once again, I'm going to be uploading videos really frequently now, guys, so please be active. Help out the channel, you know, rate the videos, things like that. So getting into the first class today, this is pretty much the all-around class I would like to talk about, which is the SCAR L class. Now, as we can see here, we have the SCAR L with extended mags. I'm not too sure if you can see the extended mags there. But the weapon proficiency that I chose here was Impact, which is very equivalent to Deep Impact in Call of Duty 4. Now, if you guys are curious why I chose the SCAR L with extended mag, so first off, this is a great all-around weapon. That's why I chose it for my all-around weapon class. But also, the SCAR L has a very predictable recoil, and the iron sights are very easy to work with, so there's really no need to use a red dot sight or things like that. You know, they'll just be a waste of an attachment, basically. Now, with the secondary, I decided to go with the FMG9. It kind of reminds me of the PP2000, but the gun itself is pretty much, it's a machine pistol. So you'll see this a lot of times for the secondary on the few classes that I do decide to choose for. And the equipment that I went with on this class here is Claymores and Concussion or Stuns. You know, that's pretty much my standard equipment class. I like Claymores because it can kind of, if I'm in a building or something like that, or if I want to block off a hallway, I can basically put down a Claymore and it'll trigger if an enemy runs by, or it'll even kill him. Now, as far as perk selection goes, I have Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, and Sitrep Pro. Now, these three are going to be some of the most used perks in the game, and I'm going to tell you straight out right now. The only other perk that's going to be used a lot that I can tell is going to be Assassin Pro, or just Assassin, because it's going to be equivalent to Ghost. And to be realistic with you guys, I'm going to be using it, you know, because everyone else is going to be using it, and you can't really restrict yourself with not using perks. But Scavenger, basically, because we're going to be running out of ammo really fast. Hardline Pro, it's going to be one less kill for a kill streak, and I think if you get 2 or 3 assists, it's going to count as one more towards your kill streak, which is pretty badass. And Sitrep Pro, because there's Bettys in this game and Claymores, 2 of which are going to be a very big pain in my ass. So Sitrep Pro is definitely going to be a big help in this, and I think you might actually have to run Sitrep on all of your classes. Kill streaks, we have the Osprey Gunner, the Pavlo, and the UAV. Very self-explanatory, except the Osprey Gunner, which is basically you're in a gunner, similar to maybe a chopper gunner, but it also controls care packages and things like that, which is pretty interesting, and you can read up a little bit more on that if you want. Now, getting into the second class here, which is the ACR primary class. Now, this class here is something I would like to call my offensive class, and this is a class that I'm going to be using to get a bunch of kills. It might be for a team deathmatch, a ground war, or a domination if I'm being like a Slayer type of player. So here we have the ACR with the red dots. I really like the red dot on the ACR, not really extended mags, because the the reticules on this, or the iron sights, generally are kind of, kind of cloudy. It's kind of hard to work with. And the weapon proficiency that I chose was Kick, which is going to reduce recoil even more on this gun. So it's going to be like a damn laser beam. It's going to be a really great proficiency to use, especially on this weapon. Secondary is all the same, FMG9s. Equipment, once again, is the same before, but we have bouncing Bettys instead of Claymores because, you know, why the hell not? I want to screw around with the bouncing Bettys. Might seem like a dick move, but it's going to be a lot of fun to work with. Now, perk selection, I kind of switch it up a little bit. I want Scavenger Pro, Assassin Pro, and Sitrep Pro. Now, this class is not too much of a real stealthy class, but with Assassin Pro, you're going to be able to, of course, be off the enemy's radar for a good amount of time, unless if they get the advanced UAV, I think it's called. So, I mean, other than that, you're going to be pretty invisible on the radar, which is not a bad thing. I mean, a lot of people are going to get pissed at me for saying this, but I'm going to be definitely using Assassin's Pro. Now, going into the kill streaks, once again, pretty much the same thing, but we have a little higher buildup of the kill streaks. So we're going to skip over the UAV, and we're going to go right into, I think, a 7 kill streak, which is the attack helicopter. And then we're going to go into the AC-130, which I believe is an 11 or a 13 kill streak. Don't really quote me on that. And then we have the Osprey Gunner, same thing as before. You're going to be in a chopper gunner, basically ravaging hell on the other team. Alright guys, so going into our final class, a lot of you guys do know I like to be a team player, I like to play the objective, so this is what we have here today is our objective game class. Now what it consists of is a UMP45 silenced. Now a lot of people are going to be curious why I'm using guns that are so low in level, but you know the whole point of this video is to pretty much give you guys guns and classes that you're going to be able to use right when you get the game and not maybe a few days into the game or a few weeks into the game when you're level 60 or 70. I want these classes to be something that you can get right off the bat and all these things you can unlock right off the bat. So with the UMP45, of course, you can switch it out with a P90 with the MP5. It's not going to be as overpowered as it was in Modern Warfare 2. The secondary we have here is the P99. I really enjoyed the P99, just looking at it, seeing how it shot and a lot of things like that. With the silencer, I think it's going to be a really great weapon. It's going to reduce damage in range, but at the same time, it's going to keep me off the radar, which I kind of need, especially because I don't have Assassin Pro on this class. Now with equipment, once again, the same thing. We have stuns and the Bouncing Betty, and for the most part, I mean, that's going to be my most used equipment. It's going to be the most powerful, of course. With Bouncing Betties, I mean, it's going to be hard not to use it. It's just going to be such a fun damn equipment to use. It's going to be very easy kills, so, I mean, you can't blame me for that, guys. Now, as far as perk selection go, this is going to be kind of hard to explain, but we have Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Sit Rep Pro. So, Sleight of Hand Pro, of course, lets you reload your gun faster. This and Scavenger Pro are pretty much the only first perks that I'm going to be using for a lot of my classes. I might switch it up a little bit, but for the most part, Sleight of Hand Pro, it's going to be a really great perk. Now, with the second perk that we have here is Quick Draw Pro. Now, with Quick Draw Pro, it acts like Sleight of Hand Pro, but in Modern Warfare 2. So with Quick Draw Pro, you're going to be able to aim down your sights faster, and you're going to be able to recover from throwing stuns and grenades faster. So right when you throw your stun, your arms are pretty much going to come back, and you can pretty much pick up your weapon, which is going to be a really cool thing to work with. And I can't actually wait to use this perk. It's going to be kind of fun to experimenting with. And our final perk being Sit Rep Pro, once again, it's very hard not to use Sit Rep Pro, guys. It's going to be a really great perk. And going into kill streaks, our final kill streaks here, we changed it up a little bit. We're not going to be doing lethal kill streaks. We're going to have Juggernaut, Recon Drone, and UAV. These are going to be helping out our team a bunch. With the UAV, once again, standard UAV. The Recon Drone is basically an advanced version of the UAV, so you're going to be able to, I think, see enemies similar to the Blackbird for about 30 or so seconds. Don't really name me too much on that. And of course, Juggernaut, we're going to have a Juggernaut suit running around for about, I think, it was around 20 or so seconds, maybe 30 or so seconds, and that's going to be kind of fun just to screw around with. It's going to be very hard to get, but once again, it's a point kill streak, so you can die and you can still build up your current kill streak. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to see more breakdown videos and things like this, please, once again, give the video a rating, guys. I really do appreciate it. I know we probably get like 10 or 15,000 views on this video, so if we can maybe get around 700 or so likes, and if you don't like the video, by all means, dislike it. No one's forcing you to, but if you really did enjoy this video, once again, please give it a favorite so you can go back in time. Maybe watch this when Modern Warfare 3 comes out. But other than that, guys, have a great day. It's Raw Instinct. I'm signing out. And by all means, please click that subscribe button. Peace.